Hi all, how are you going? Welcome with me, Redsky here on another round of Righteous Rings, where I give raw, righteous, real rings to you guys, my viewers, so you can make informed decisions. I hope you are all doing lavishly lush and having a good one. We are, of course, continuing with the August main monthly as we blast into that pride abundant glitz and glamour of the gold, of the glitty glamour. We're glitzing as we go into Leo season. Hi to all of us as we roll into that beautiful pride-ridden energy of the lion. Virgo, though, we are about to hit your star sign reading for the month of August. This will, of course, attain messages for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury placements of the sign Virgo. I am so tongue-twisted this morning. Actually, honestly, this round of readings has been really difficult for me. I never suffer with communicational issues and or tongue twistedness, except for maybe once or twice when Mercury is retro. Yeah, well, Mercury ain't retro, and this round of August readings has been nothing but me slipping the disc and not being able to get a word out edgeways correctly, and it's been so frustrating, ladies and gentlemen. So I can totally sympathize with you guys, the viewers, watching this content going, why does she keep stammering? I don't know, but all I know is it's frustrating me something fierce. So don't feel as if you're alone in that sentiment, my darling, because I'm just as frustrated, if not more so, as you guys. But hopefully that will iron itself out very, very soon, because it's got me scratching my head a little bit on that one. So let's go check out what's coming in for Virgo now for those placements. As I just mentioned, I will be pulling a full standard Celtic cross of standard placements, which I will explain the meanings to you. We will then, I will go through and clarify these placements and then re-explain these meanings against you with more in-depth meaning. I do this to get more specifics out of the generalized messages that we start with, so that way you can really make up your mind whether this is a resonating reading for you or whether it is not. Remember, I'm always pulling different storylines, and if the message does not resonate for you today, please come and check me out next month or throughout the month, as this story may not attain to you, but the next one I tell just might. So Virgo, let's look at August of 2022, as I said, for those placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. So you've got Virgo there, you're in the right spot. If not, you need to go to the other sign videos. But we do Virgo now. Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, please, spirits and guides for August of 2022. What do we have coming up for Virgo? Putting a Celtic cross. Sorry, that's what irritates me. Celtic cross of standard placements, please, spirit for Virgo. August 2022. All right, Virgo, let's go. Let's go, Virgo. Let's go. Whoop, whoop. All right, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury placements, please, spirit, for August of 2022. What we got for this? Whoopa. It's not the grace of cards. Hello, Maggie. Sorry, that's my wild pet magpie saying g'day. She's waiting for her meat. She does love her morning meat. Ground up mince or steak. We've got a few majors loitered throughout here, and they're very prominent places too, Virgo, so let me explain that first. Your current energy is a major with the Judgment in reverse. The past energy is a major with the Hierophant in reverse, sign of Taurus. The future energy, the moving forward energy is a major, sign of Libra, Justice in reverse. Advice from Spirit is a major, sign of Gemini in reverse, the Lovers. And the outsider's view of you, Virgo, which is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Jupiter coming through with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as well. And Judgment reflects that of Pluto. I feel very unsettled with this reading. I feel a sense of anxiety. I feel very like out of place. Everything's out of place, it feels like. And for a Virgo, that it would be probably your worst fear. But inside of self, outside of self, it all feels very disjointed here. The underlying energy so far reflects that with that Seven of Wands reversed, we are not making gains here against our combatants or others. When we are going to battle or trying to stand up for ourselves, we are getting absolutely pobbled. We are losing ground here, something fierce. And underneath that is the Seven of Swords reversed, 2 sevens here. Could be dealing with someone that's really taking you out and putting you in a subordinate or really overriding you. This person's actually lying. They're being a bit of an imposter. I feel like you might have an enemy in your midst, actually. But I don't want to get too congruent with that kind of a storyline until not only do we travel through here, but definitely clarify. Must not get too bogged down to begin with, because the storyline, it molds as we travel through. So let me get a death stick, and we shall do that, Virgo, for August 2022, and I'll explain all your placements. Okay, thank you. Virgo, your current energy coming into August. Major Arcana, Judgment in reverse. Judgment, sign of Pluto here. I've got to be raw and righteous with you, my darlings. Virgo, I do feel that there is a bit of a sense of not taking atonement or not repenting for something here, whether we're responsible or not, whether it's only our part or be that as it may. I feel like we are really ignoring the signs a bit here as well, and it's a sense of resisting the path, resisting here. Putting on emotional blinders perhaps as well to what is happening all around you or right before you. There's a sense of needing to relax, release, let go, stop fighting, stop being so resistant, and take on culpability and a bit of responsibility here of the judgments that befall us. There's this sense of maybe being so, how can I explain this? Being so guarded, shielded, that when to the point where it's gone a little far, to the point now where not only are we shielding or protecting ourselves, we're shielding and blocking ourselves to the point where we're not even taking culpability or responsibility. We're coming off quite arrogant, quite egotistical perhaps. But there is a sense of deeds or acts or actions here in reference to this judgment in reverse that we are not atoning for, that we are not repenting for, that we are not taking on board the responsibility, be that as it may for you, as it may attain to you. But that's my sense that it's befalling me with this judgment. The crossing obstacle issue, your challenge, Virgo, for the month of August is that of the Page of Swords reversed now. This again is ignoring the signs which are therefore right in front of you. Take a moment to slow it down and examine present circumstances. I've got to say to you, don't leap to conclusions until you have all the information. And be very, very eyeful of what's going on around you. Don't just take it at people's word of gossip. Look and see for yourself. Check all the facts is the other inclination here. Check the facts and figures. Make sure you know what you're talking about before you start talking about it. Don't go by other people's gossips or advice as if it were law. It's not. I am so sorry, Virgo. People want to keep texting me now and keep wanting to bombard me with this. So I do apologise. Crown your whole reading, hanging above it all, the forefront here. Is that of the, oh, are you kidding me? I'm so sorry. I'm getting like 3 messages at a time here. Just give me a sec. I apologise, Virgo, immensely. I'm so sorry. Crown this whole reading, hanging above it all, as I said, was the Two of Wands reversed. Sorry, I'm going to have to get through this a little bit faster so I can check my messages because my phone's deciding it wants to do some weird-ass freaky shit. And if I go out of it, there's some real unstable energy at the forefront of Virgo here in August. You may be trying to hatch a plan that may not work or rethinking your actions and intentions, but there's a sense here of looking at the idea of it and the creation of it, and realizing that it's not one and the same. There's some real sadness and trouble here. There's a real fork in the road in the duality of this. There's a lot of division, I want to say. Twos are that of that. And the fact that not only do we have the 2 in the forefront of it, we then have a 2 at the base of it. At the foundation, the root of your reading is the 2 of Pentacles, Virgo. This is weighing up your options, trying to rock it back and forth. It's trying to have the agility in handling especially your money matters, or trying to get something started off the ground. You need to really decide what is best course of action here really for you. You know better than anyone else how to juggle life's intrigues, mysteries and possibilities. You're enjoying the dance. You're doing a pretty good job of keeping it flexing. But it's like a rocking ocean. Waves are coming back and forth, very choppy, and it's very, very cumbersome. And it's really going to eventually wear you out. It's not a dance, I think, that you can forever dance, no matter how agile or loving it you are. And I think that time will come soon. So we need to plan and plot further ahead of how we're going to destabilize this rocky wave that we're going through with the stability of monetary. Past energy leaving you now, still very prevalent. We have the Major Arcana card for Taurus here. We have the Hierophant in reverse, Virgo. There is a sense here of maybe some religious power and or abuse used to control people. Some manipulation here through that regard. Rejecting the dogmas placed upon you, abandoning cultural norms as well, in order to forge your own path, to make your own decisions, to create your own spiritual journey. I feel like there has been much sacrifice for other people and other people's regards, and it's now in that sentiment that you're rejecting any sort of norm passage. You're making your own passage. You're writing your own way. And I feel like that is actually very going to be very spiritually beneficial to you, Virgo, because I feel like that will bring out your creativeness through that, and the fact that you can tailor make it into your own vision gives you control therefore of. And I think that's something that maybe you may have been lacking, is the judgment of having that power, actually, of the conviction for it to stick. And I feel like it's now that time to really bring in that and move forward. Moving forward now, Virgo, we have Libra's Major Arcana coming through with the Justice in reverse. In your current energy with that Judgment reverse, and now with moving forward, the Justice in reverse, I've got to speak very highly here. And with the past energy, the Hierophant, this is one hell of a combination. Justice in reverse, Judgment in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. For some of you, there is a secret within a secret, and I will tell you this. Justice will not side with you, and justice is not blind. Justice will make a decision whether you told the truth or lied. Judgment in reverse tells me that judgments will be swift. They will go against you, and you will serve not just your portion of it, but maybe someone else's part in it. With the Hierophant in reverse coming in as the third, 3 for 3 in reverse here. And this is the religious sects and beliefs of spirituality that you hold inside. This speaks in atonement to also marriages going to pot. Things are not aligned here. Nothing is aligned. Everything, the lot. Justice not on your side. Judgments will not save you. Your spirituality may even go and forsaken you. A marriage may even break up. There may be things in regards to that you'll behold, that you'll need to pay a lot of price for, whether you're accountable or not for it. But in moving forward with the Justice in reverse, I have to tell you that this is a disruption or pause in maybe the career. Getting caught in a one-sided situation where you must bring the light of truth. There's a sense here of being quick to make judgments against yourself or others, a need for more logical thinking, and a sense of biasm or bigotry or severity in the court system if you're going through it or not going favourably. There's a lack of balance. It feels a little bit like justice is blind here. Just to me. We now move forward into advice from Spirit, and this is even more interesting with more mages. The Lovers in reverse for Spirit's advice for you, Virgo. There is a sense here of trying to force a love in a situation where it should be allowed to run its course. Rushing into romance or spying on your partner due to lack of trust, codependency. Spirit is trying to tell you, if this is the case, Virgo, it's now time to release this. It is now time to really assess this, but we will clarify to get deeper. Outsider's view of you, Virgo, not necessarily what's going on, it's just the outsider's view of you and your situation. They see the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Virgo, the outsider's view of you is someone assuming you have control in an uncontrollable world, feeling as if life is falling apart around you. There's a sense of bad odds, bad sequence, things not coming in alignment. There is a sense of an inability to manage schedule and or keep track of shit. You need to take time out and realign your point of view, and you need to start really taking control and not leaving so much up to the fate of the winds, because I feel like that will be your biggest detriment and probably downfall during August especially. We then move to Virgo's hopes and or fears for the month, of course, of August. We then see that of, excuse me, the Ten of Cups reverse for Virgo's hopes and fears. Okay, not getting what you want, darlings, but there are hidden gifts within you. You are getting your wish, but it doesn't feel as good as you imagine, close to completion, but not just yet. I feel like there is a sense here of some arguments between the relationships within the home. I feel like these aren't really like the end of everything, but I do feel like these could break the bank, especially with the Lovers in reverse for Spirit's advice here. If we don't start to manage some of this quarreling and or argumentative or disalignment in agreement and or compromise there. The outcome so far for Virgos August, because as I said, I will clarify, so please remember this as, you know, the outcome so far for Virgos August is the Six of Pentacles. Equal give and take. The idea of wealth and poverty is continued. Two beggars are seen receiving money for a wealthy merchant here. He holds balancing scales as if to give measure out his goods of deeds. Is charity given from the heart, or is it performed with a sense of having power and control over you or over those that are less fortunate? With the city in the background, I feel like that implies wealth and commerce. The gestures of the characters implies that he is of an upper class, looking down upon them as if they are beggars. I never thought much of this card being in that regard until I watched my son play a game of Assassin's Creed. And when they go through the city, the assassin has these beggars which they throw money at and they go scrambling along the floor. And then I started to look at the Six of Pentacles and what I used to predict as a very much equal give and take because of the balancing out of the act and gifting it around. I saw that as a noble act. Just recently I'm starting to think that's not so noble, because my opinion is somewhat changing on how I see this card now. These people don't look too gravy, baby. I don't see this guy having any holes in his clothes. Virgo, are you the beggar? Or are you this rather hierarchy, merchant-y individual who is of higher class? And is this a good deed you're doing, or they doing, or is this a control, a power play over someone, over their monetary wealth, which is their stability and security? Is this an act of kindness or of control, is my question to you, Virgo. I'm going to clarify and see if I can answer that. Give me a moment and a death tick later and we will come back and we will clarify Virgo's August reading. Thank you, everyone. I will now travel through and clarify all your placements. For Virgo, please, spirits and guides, clear and precise clarification of the following August reading. Celtic Cross standard placements, please clarify this reading with clear and precise clarification for Virgo's August. 10 of Swords reverse wanted to come out. We haven't begun quite yet. Alright, spirits and guides, can we please clarify the current energy with that judgment in reverse? Why is Virgo's current energy for August the judgment in reverse? Please clarify this energy of the judgment in reverse. Thank you. Magician in reverse with the Six of Pentacles. Crossing obstacle issue for Virgo's August. We have that Page of Swords reversed. Please clarify this energy of that Page of Swords reversed, please, spirits and guides. Why is the challenge for Virgo's August the Page of Swords reverse? Page of Swords reverse, clarify. Thank you. Seven of Wands. Crowning the reading, we have that Two of Wands reversed. Spirits and guides, please clarify that Two of Wands in reverse. Thank you. Four of Cups in reverse. The root of the reading, we have the Two of Pentacles. Please clarify this energy. The Two of Pentacles reverse. Sorry, the Two of Pentacles. Sorry, Two of Pentacles. My apologies. The root of the reading, please. The Two of Pentacles. Please clarify the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, please clarify that Two of Pentacles. Thank you. The High Priestess reverse. Past energy, we have the Hierophant reverse. Please clarify this energy of the Hierophant in reverse. The past, thank you. Five of Swords, ouch. Moving forward, we have that Justice in reverse. Please, thank you. King of Swords, wow. Lots of swords up there. Advice from Spirit for Virgo's August, we have the Lovers in reverse. Please clarify Spirit's advice for Virgo, thank you. The Knight of Wands. Outside view of Virgo for August, we had that Wheel of Fortune reverse. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune reverse. The outside view of Virgo, thank you. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Hopes and fears for Virgo's August, we have that Ten of Cups reverse. Please clarify that energy of the Ten of, thank you. Queen of Swords reverse. And the outcome for Virgo's August, okay. With the Six of Pentacles, with the King of Wands reverse, with the World, with the Page of Wands, with the Star. Ah, bottom of the deck, those Three of Swords. Ooh. Heartbreak. Real heartbreak. Sorrow. Loss. And I feel like we're not getting over it anytime soon. That's Seven of Wands reversed, the first deck. There is much heartbreak here, Virgo. And though we try to move on, and though we try to make gains here, and though we try to, we are so pained inside. A wound which is not only not healed, it will never heal. It's like the loss of a love of a lifetime. Whether that's an art, an ability, a skill, or a person, place, or thing it pertains to. Because it can. We can love many and multiple. Like, for example, if I can shuffle a deck of tarot cards, I'd probably cry every day for the rest of my life. And that happened to me not that long ago, like about a year and a half ago. I got bad arthritis in my wrists and hands. In the winter of that year, I could not shuffle a deck of cards. It was the most excruciating time of my life. And I forced through the pain, and I forced myself to shuffle. And it never came back, eh? And I don't even know now to this day what caused it. It was a crippling, like anything I'd experienced before. Your current energy, though, Virgo, coming into this reading, coming into August, we had that Judgment in reverse. And this is clarified by the Magician reverse with the Six of Pentacles. I want to say we're not taking atonements for things, and we're not taking responsibility. With that Magician reverse, I feel like we're being very neglectful here, or being a bit sort of sketchy, I want to say, because I feel like you're not atoning for things because you feel like things weren't equal. Things were like that Six of Pentacles, that beggar's energy. You had to beg for everything. It wasn't really like it seemed. Like the outside image to the reality of it was not one and the same. And I feel like you were cast the judgment upon, and this judgment wasn't not only not favourable, it wasn't correct. I don't feel it was in anyone's best interest, especially not yours. And with the Magician reverse, I feel like there was deceit or someone deceiving here to get this across the line, or some regard of this. Whether this is you doing this to someone else, or whether I feel like it's more so someone has done this to you. This is what you've experienced, and this is why this is the underlying energy, because it's in atonement to some sort of connection here that you've experienced, because these are repetitious here, because with the Seven of Wands reversed now, we have that Seven of Wands in your challenge, which is the next placement I'm about to speak of. And the pages are like crazy. Your challenge now, as I said, your challenge, Virgo, for the month of August was that Page of Swords reverse clarified by, like I just said, the Seven of Wands. So this is someone really deceitful that's being an imposter. They're not showing their true self. They're masking, or they're hiding their true agenda. It's really, you've really got to be sharp is the key here. And the challenge is to be sharp and perceive that what is less than known. And the Seven of Wands is the next challenge, which is to get gains above this individual and actually maybe beat them at their own game. Oh, wow. Good. I don't know what to say because I know what's on the cards and I want to give you a pep up, but I know that this seems like the shit stacked against you, something fierce, Virgo, and I know you know that. We can't lose heart, lose faith, lose courage. Tides are changing every day, my darlings. They're changing at the blink of an eyeball. El Nino, like El Nino, is that the tsunami? You know, a rock the size of a pebble makes a wave in such a Kuala Lumpur or somewhere. You know, that little tidal ripple becomes a tsunami on the other side of the world that takes out a village. Even the smallest of things can have the biggest of impact, is what I'm trying to get at. Creating the reading for Virgo is that Two of Wands reversed with the Four of Cups reverse. The forefront of all of this is a lot of sadness, a lot of trouble, and a realization here that what we envisioned and what we got are not one and the same. The Four of Cups reversed, I really do feel that this is a sentiment of some bitterness now and a real wariness. We want to invite the new into our life, but I feel like we can't let go and we can't release it. Until we do, we can't really move forward that much or that well at all. The root of the reading, the foundation, the Two of Pentacles with the High Priestess reverse. We're trying to have agility in handling our money matters. We're trying to rock it back and forth and get some stability here. You may be trying to start up something new, a new creation or new money-making scheme or something. But with the High Priestess reverse, I'm seeing here that there is a sense of not following your proper judgment by following too much what other people's advice or other people saying or what the crowd wants, and not following what you know to be true and staying to your own true design. I feel like this is leading to you making a lot of improper judgments and things not coming in favorable. Past energy leaving you now so prevalent. The Hierophant reverse with the Five of Swords. That Hierophant in reverse is a real sense here of over-sacrifice or change here. I feel like there's been some abuse of power here, or some sort of making someone feel maleficent or subordinate in a way, but through spirituality or belief systems. With the Five of Swords I'm seeing here, we went to battle in the past energy for in regards to this mentally. We actually fought here for our right to make choice here and to have the right to believe what we wanted in some regard, or to leave a marriage as well. It could be in what is regards to. Moving forward with the Justice in reverse and then the King of Swords, this now speaks in atonement to the fact that moving forward, judgments will not go in your favor. And if you're trying to apply to the court system for, something to do with marriage, like in certificate-wise, I would not look at that going through, not in August anyway, or in the near future of September. But if there is court issue here in general, it is a sign that this will not again go favourable for you, that you'll be made an example of, or there'll be some sort of litigation or bullshit that you'll have to go through. With the King of Swords, you are, however, being very analytical, and I'm seeing that you are looking deep within Justice's eyes, and you really are coming up with some good bloody analytical aspects of fighting your case. I do still feel that judgment will not go in your favor, but you may get less of a sentence or some sort of half-assed job well done. So here you go. We're going to take like not give you as high of the severe, but we're still gonna slog you pretty hardcore kind of thing. It's you put up a good show, you put up a good fight. We shake your hand and congratulate you, but you still got to serve your sentence kind of thing. It's like you gave a good jarring with the mouth, but it didn't really reciprocate in result. Let's move forward now. Advice from Spirit, the Lovers in reverse with the Knight of Wands. Look, there is a love connection or a connection coming in here that is not viable. This is an individual that's very suave-ish, I want to say. With that Knight of Wands, this is someone that's on like a real journey, on an advancement, maybe, change of residence, and they're just like this new broody person that's just come into town or something. But they are very lustful. They're very desired, and they are very much show pony-ish. They're all about the attraction and the chase, not much beyond that. And I feel like if you were to go down this rabbit hole, it would lead to more of the same, of heartbreak. Now is not the time for that. Healing, I feel, has to come first. Outside view of you, Virgo, not necessarily what's going on, it's just the outside view. They see, when they look at you, Virgo, Wheel of Fortune reverse and the Queen of Pentacles reverse. They see someone as bad odds, sequence not going in their favor. Someone that just keeps getting put in a position where the odds are never favorable or good. Bad sequence, bad circumstance. But with the Queen of Pentacles reverse, I see that they really think that you are just neglectful, and that's why you never have anything come your way, because you fail to take the opportunities to make any security or any movement for yourself. People may look at you as being a bit selfish or self-absorbed. Hopes and or fears. Ten of Cups reverse with the Queen of Swords reverse. Relationships within the home may not be that strong at this present time. In fact, they may be quite strained. There is a sense of someone's goodwill maybe being exploited, or there's just a lot of strife, a lot of quarrelling, a lot of disunionment within the household or family connection. With the Queen of Swords reverse, she is someone that has a real verbal diarrhea problem. She is someone that does not hold back, that speaks her truth, and she is so raw to the point of cutting you to the bone. She is often looked at as the Ice Queen, and when she's inverted, she is malicious, she is nasty. She tells your deepest, darkest secrets. She makes your life a living hell. She'll slanderize you. She'll haunt you. She will spy on you. She will go to any lengths to dictate, to control, and to manipulate yourself, your situation, those around you. There is no line in the sand with this individual. And they are very smart, very quick-witted, extremely perceptive, and not much gets past them. And they always have a plan to F shit up and then F off. The outcome for Virgo's reading for August, we had that Six of Pentacles. This was clarified by the King of Wands reverse, the World, the Page of Wands, and the Star. Let's start at the beginning and work through. Six of Pentacles with the King of Wands reverse. Now, this talks about, again, maybe having to beg for your equality, monetary, maybe feeling as if someone is holding it back and making you get sort of on hand and need to ask. With the King of Wands reverse, this is someone that's very severe, very dogmatic in their belief systems, that can be a little bit of a control freak, and can be a little bit narcissistic in the way of control. Their emotions are very fickle, flighty, and they often can fly off the handle for very little regard for safety and or, control. Then we have the World, Page of Wands, the Star. I see things look up. I'm seeing this cycle with this individual, and this monetary issues that you're having moving forward are going to close out. The World is going to run its course, finish this cycle, and you will have time to celebrate and to move forward. With that Page of Wands coming in behind that, I feel like your loyalty and faith is going to play off, and your patience and persistence is now going to flourish, a fresh new adolescent seed, I guess you could say, in belief, passion, desire, and career again. And with this comes the Star, Aquarius' major arcana. Your wishes are being fulfilled. Moving forward, you will find happiness, fulfillment, hope again in the darkness of the dreary that has come from the muck of the murky bottom of it. you will rise up, you'll surface, and you'll see the light and the abundance that's on the surface. You'll bask in this, and then you will leave the murky waters and start anew, afresh, wherever you so choose to, with all possibilities at your feet, and with your grace you shall choose whatever you desire, and I feel like you will, Virgo. Let's get an additional for Virgo's August, please. What additional do we have for Virgo for August 2022? Thank you. Compassion for all, including you. Compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. And I really do atone to that sentiment. I really do agree with that. So thank you so much, Virgo, for joining me for your main monthly reading for August 2022. Please be so kind, if you would, to leave a like, to share the content, and definitely subscribe to the channel with me, Redski, here on Righteous Readings. Thank you so much for your time, Virgo, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next round. Till then, namaste and take care. Bye all.